They thought they were just killing time between port calls. Cozumel's heat was sharp that afternoon. Salt air, diesel, sunscreen. And the ship's biker group had a free day. No excursions left, no guided rides. So 6 of them decided to rent scooters. Nothing serious, just a loop around the island. A little wind, a little rum, a little story to tell later. The rental shop sat behind a pharmacy where everything felt half legit. Laminated maps, cash-only helmets, contracts that smelled like printer ink. The guy handing out keys said, "Stay to the loop road. It's the only one that comes back." They laughed, nodded, promised. They did not stay on the loop road. It started as a detour. They passed a gas stop with a blue dog sleeping under the pumps and saw another thin road peeling inland. Clean concrete, brand new, no signpost, no reason to exist. It looked like government work that hadn't been opened yet. The lead rider slowed, saw tire marks anyway, and figured, why not? Within 10 minutes, they'd left the ocean behind. The palms thinned. Houses turned into half-built shells, gray cement boxes with rebar like antennae. Some had flags tied to them, scraps of old cloth that looked eerily like motorcycle club colors. Black, red, gold, all different, all faded. No sound except the engines and wind. They stopped once to drink water. One of them said he hadn't seen a single bird since they turned off. Another joked maybe it was a resort that ran out of money, but he didn't take his helmet off. GPS dropped first. Then the sun started feeling wrong, higher than it should have been for mid-afternoon, shadows sliding sideways across the asphalt. They tried to check the map they'd been given, but the paper loop ended miles back, leaving their road a blank beige smear. The pavement itself was perfect, like poured yesterday, fresh paint on the lines. And then, out of nowhere, there was a bar. A full wooden bar standing inside one of those concrete shells. Counter-polished, stools lined up, beer signs still plugged in but unlit. The smell of oil and salt and something like lemon cleaner. A chalkboard still hung on the wall with a drink special. Rider's Fuel, 2 for 1. One of the women pointed out the date under it. October 26th, 2015. A hurricane had hit that year. The one that ripped through this side of the island. They stayed just long enough to take a photo. Then the first scooter wouldn't start. It took 15 minutes of kicks and cursing to get the group moving again, and when they did, everyone rode faster, no one talking, the road narrowing in front of them until it stopped altogether, a clean concrete dead end buried under mangrove roots. No turnoff, no curve, just a wall of green. They doubled back the way they came, or tried to. Half a mile later, the road was gone. No junction, no concrete, just white sand and vines. The tire tracks ended at open air like they'd been erased. They argued, circled, tried every turn until their fuel lights began flashing. The sun dipped hard into orange. When they finally found the highway again, it was from a direction that didn't make sense. Coming out behind a string of souvenir shops near the marina, exactly opposite the side they'd entered. Their watches showed 3 hours gone. The bike's odometer said they'd traveled less than 8 miles. Back at the rental stand, the guy counted scooters, nodded, and said, "You came from inland?" They said, "Yeah." He frowned. "There's no inland road that direction." They showed him the photo of the bar. He looked at it for a long time and said quietly, "That was the project. The one they tried after the hurricane. Never finished. All underwater now." He turned the phone around. "You took this today?" They nodded. He told them to delete it. That night on the ship, the woman who'd taken the photo tried to upload it anyway. Just a post to the rally group. A little brag. But the image came through wrong. The same scene, but the chalkboard behind the bar had changed. The date was still October 26th, but the year now read 2025. That exact day. She deleted it. Finally, after the third re-upload showed the same thing. At the next port, one of the riders woke up early and went to breakfast. His phone had updated overnight. New background photo automatically synced from his camera roll. It wasn't the bar photo. It was an aerial view of the island, and a thin gray line running inland from the coast. No label, no roads nearby, just one caption underneath that said, "Under development."